The Research Foundation has a number of policies that govern ethical behavior. The most important is our Code of Conduct. Every January, RF employees are required to certify that they have reviewed the Code of Conduct and adhere to its principles. This code, which was approved by the Research Foundation Board of Directors in January of 2012, contains simple expectations. First, act ethically and with integrity. Ethical conduct is a basic expectation. Acting ethically means you must act according to the highest ethical and professional standards of conduct, take personal responsibility for your actions, take your obligations to coworkers, the RF, and SUNY seriously, carefully perform RF responsibilities, and lead by example to show others the right way to act.
Be fair and respectful to others. The RF is committed to tolerance, diversity, and respect for differences. Always be polite, fair, and respectful. Be honest. Avoid all forms of harassment, discrimination, threats, or violence. Offer equal access to programs, facilities, and employment, and promote conflict resolution.
Manage responsibly. The RF gives managers and supervisors a lot of responsibility. Managers and supervisors must provide training on workplace rules, policies, and procedures, including this code, ensure compliance with law and policies, fairly and carefully review performance, encourage intellectual and professional growth, and promote a healthy environment that allows people to raise concerns.
Protect and preserve RF resources. The resources of the RF include intellectual property, equipment and facilities, networks, and employee data. You are expected to use RF property and other resources only for legitimate and lawful purposes, prevent waste and abuse, support efficiency, follow strong financial practices, protect assets, use responsible financial controls and accounting systems, and properly monitor activities.
Promote a culture of compliance. The RF is committed to meeting legal requirements and promoting ethics and compliance. You are expected to follow the laws, regulations, rules, policies, procedures, and contracts applicable to RF activities, work to prevent and detect any compliance violations, report suspected violations to supervisors or other RF officials or through the ethics hotline, and ensure that reports of violations within your area of responsibility are properly resolved.
Ethically carry out sponsored research administration and research. You have an ethical obligation to the RF, to SUNY, and to the public. You are expected to suggest, carry out, and detail research with integrity and honesty, protect people, including their privacy, and humanely treat animals involved in research or teaching. Learn responsibility and be accountable for meeting the requirements of sponsors, regulatory bodies, and other applicable entities. Ensure originality of work and provide credit for the ideas of others.
Avoid conflicts of interest and conflicts of commitment. You must be objective and independent in making decisions on behalf of the Research Foundation. You are expected to follow the RF's conflict of interest policies and procedures, disclose potential conflicts of interest, and adhere to any management plans, and make sure personal relationships do not interfere with independent judgment in official RF decisions or activities.
Carefully manage public, private, and confidential information. You may create or have access to confidential or otherwise protected information. You are expected to follow laws, RF policies, and agreements regarding access, use, protection, disclosure, retention, and disposal of this confidential information. You must follow the RF's confidential information policy and user security policy to maintain data security and use electronic and physical safeguards.
Promote health and safety in the workplace. You should help to ensure a safe, secure, and healthy environment for all employees, students, faculty, staff, volunteers, and visitors. You are expected to follow safe workplace practices, use personal safety equipment, and report accidents, injuries, and unsafe situations. You also must maintain security, report suspicious activities, and protect the environment, including carefully handling hazardous waste and other potential harmful ingredients, materials, or conditions.
And as always, follow the law.
If you are ever in doubt about how you should act or what you should do, ask yourself these simple questions. And I think the last three are most important. Will this action reflect well on me, my colleagues, the RF, and SUNY? Most importantly, would you want to read about it in the newspaper? What would your neighbors think?